Welcome to Embedded Garage. Get ready to build something amazing.
Hi, welcome to the course on bare metal programming of AVR microcontrollers and simulation using RTOS. So in continuation to earlier lectures, in this lecture we will learn about different registers associated with the ports of this AVR microcontroller, and then how to configure those ports to make that particular pin or the port to give the signal from microcontroller to outside world, or take the signal from outside world to inside the microcontroller. That means to do some kind of input and output programming. Okay, so prior to move forward, first of all we will give a brief about like ports. So as in our earlier lectures we have said, like ports are a kind of interfaces through which data can either go inside the microcontroller. For example, this is the microcontroller, and data can go from microcontroller to the outside the microcontroller. Okay, so if data is coming inside the microcontroller from outside world, let's say it is outside world, then this particular port is known as the input port. So basically the ports are the only interface to communicate with the outside world, and if the data is going from microcontroller to the outside world, then that is the output port. Okay, so this is a very basic understanding of the port and how we can configure like input port and the output port. Now in Atmega 16, the microcontroller which we are targeting in this series, this Atmega 16 has 4 ports to it, right? And these are port A, so I'm writing in small, remember that, because otherwise there will be a confusion. Port B, port C, and port D, and each port contains each port is a 8-bit port because it is a 8-bit microcontroller, so each port contains 8 pins, right? Similarly, it has 8 pins and similar. So overall we have 32 pins which can be configured as a input or output. Okay, so there are total 32 pins which can be through which we can do either input operations or output operations. Okay, now coming to next, coming to the registers. Okay, so in Atmega 16 there are 3 registers which are associated with each port. Okay, and these 3 registers are simple one, DDRX register, and then PORTX port register. That is why I write this port in small here when I am referring to the name of the port, and when I writing it in capital, that indicates the register associated with the specific port. And third one is the pin register. Now here this X is just to remember the port number or port name. Okay, so for example, if I talk about port A, okay, let's say I talk about port A, then the register associated with port A will be DDRA, port A, and pin A. So we will learn about this different register one by one in upcoming lectures, but this particular lecture is dedicated to this port. So this particular port, for example port A, these are the numbers. Similarly for port B it will be DDRB, port B and pin B, and for port C it will be DDRC, port C and pin C, and so on. Now this particular port, it is very important, and this particular port is known as the, or this particular register, sorry, this particular register is known as the direction register. Okay, so what do you mean by direction? That means it is used to define the direction of pin, right? Direction of pin, that means either input or output. Okay, so when we are using any pin for general purpose IO operation, so a direction could be either as an input direction or as output direction, and this is defined by the content of this DDRA register. Okay, now within this DDRA register, if we have set a value as 1, that indicates as output, and if we set the content of this DDRA or DDRX register as 0, that indicates as a input register, as a input direction. Okay, so output direction means the data will go from microcontroller to outside world, and the input direction means the data will go from outside world into the microcontroller. Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, let's take an example. Consider the DDRA register itself for port A. So as we say, it is a 8-bit register, and in our earlier lecture we have signified the representation of register for simple understanding as in this format. Okay, so here this one 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so these are the index. Okay, and this index represents the pin number of port. So when I'm saying pin number of the port, that means the 0 bit of this DDRA register is specifying the pin A.0. Okay, port A pin 0. For example, there will be a port. Okay, this is the port A, and it will have 8 pins, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and this pin is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. The physical numbering could be different, but right now I am representing the port. That means port A 0 pin, port A 1 pin, port A 2 pin, port A 3 pin, port A 4 pin, port A 5th pin, port A 6th pin, and port A 7th pin. Okay, so similarly, when we are writing this DDRA like this, this index represents the pin number. So this is the pin of the port A pin 1, and this is the port A pin 2, and so on. Okay, now the content within this represents the value corresponding to that pin. So if I'm writing it 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0, I can write it like this. Okay, so these are the value in the register. So when I'm writing this, that means pin A.0 will act as input, and when I am writing it as a 1, that means the another pin like pin A.1, because it is written at location 1, so pin A.1 will act as output pin. Okay, so from this DDRA register we can individually define the direction of any pin of any port, right? So I hope you are getting. Similarly, if I say this pin 6 is 1, so that means it is at output pin, and pin 5 is 0, it is as input pin. Okay, so now if we try to write the content of this DDRA, we will simply write in C language as DDRA equals to 0x. We will find the hexadecimal format of it, so this one and this one. Okay, so it is 8 for 12. So 12 is A, B, C, it is C, and this is, I think, E. Yeah, so the content of this DDRA will set 0xCA. So this content will make certain pins of A as output pins and certain pins as a input pin. Okay, now this is, I know this could be a very overwhelming for you to understand. Now we can think of any example to understand the same. Okay, for example, there are certain, we have a port, let's say we have port B. Okay, and within port B we have some LEDs are connected at some points, and at some points we have switches. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the pin numbers of the port B, and we say okay, we have connected a LED to this pin as ground. So this is the right symbol, and LED at this pin, and this is certain values of R. As you know, the LED can't be connected directly. And similarly at some pin we have connected a switch, or I should say a push button here, and this particular pin goes to here, and this is +5 VCC. Now we want to configure this for this port for this particular application. Okay, now understanding it one by one. So this LED is an output device, right? Because ultimately we want to glow it. So either we will send 1 here or 0 here, right? If 1 LED will start glowing and 0 LED will get turned off. So it is output pin, output. So we want to make it as output pin. Similarly, it as a output pin, because LED is an output device. Data will go from microcontroller to the pin. Now this is the push button here. I will say the push button. Now this value, if the button is not pressed, this value is 1, and if button gets pressed, this value will become 0. Now we want to send this particular information either 1 or 0 inside the microcontroller, so that our logic or our program can take appropriate action based on the state of this push button. So that means the data is flowing from outside world to the inside of the microcontroller. So this particular pin we want to act as a input pin. Okay, now we need to define, like how to define, we need to find the content of the direction register to exactly define the direction of these individual pins. Okay, so we will go our traditional way. So this becomes very easy to understand from this format. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These are the pins. So at reset state every bit is 0, so we need to set okay, here 0 pin as output pin, so we will make it 1. Second pin as output pin, we will make it 1, and fourth pin is 0, so everything else will remain same to its reset state. Reset is by default 0. Okay, so now this register will be DDRB. So the content of DDRB will be equals to 0x. We will define, okay, these are the 4 pins, 4 bits, and these are the 4 pins. So this becomes 0, and this becomes 101. That is, I think, 415. So we will write, we will pass this 0x05 to DDRB register in order to make the state of the direction of the pin as per our application requirement. Okay, so I hope you will understand from here like how to set the direction of the bits. We will learn more because this is very important, and this is the very first step which we need to do whenever we try to write any program which contains the input output operations. Okay, now going through the data sheet, you can also find the same thing. So in data sheet, if you go to this IO port operation, right, so here you can find it like there are different registers, right? Each data has a port X, direction registers, and the port input pins value. So also all these are the registers through which we are passing data from either to the output device or either getting the data. So first step is the configuring the pin. Okay, so DDX bit defines the direction of this pin. Okay, and so the same information whatever I have told you in this lecture you can find after going through that lecture. It will be very easy for you to understand the data sheet of this microcontroller, because ultimately data sheet is the bible for the programming of any chip, right? So I hope that's it for this lecture. We will do further programming or further concepts in our upcoming lecture. Okay, so thank you.